At 30, I met Alex, and our lives seemed aligned for a simple, loving future together. When we married 3 years later, I was established as an engineer, and Alex was building a career as a medical technician. Life was promising, our love was strong, and we quickly started a family. After our first child was born, Alex decided to stay home. The sacrifice was significant. Alex's career was paused, and our financial buffer thinned. I took on extra projects and longer hours. The arrival of our second and then third child only reaffirmed Alex's role at home, nurturing our growing family while I provided for us. Once our youngest began kindergarten, Alex felt ready to return to the workforce. The medical field had evolved, and re-entry meant starting closer to the bottom than where Alex had left. The hours were grueling, filled with late-night shifts that pushed Alex's stamina to the limits. Despite this, Alex was determined, and I supported every step, proud of the resilience and dedication Alex showed. Life settled into a rhythm until one evening, a peculiar incident unsettled everything. I found a phone I didn't recognize blinking quietly on the kitchen counter. Alex explained it was a work phone, a requirement for the new responsibilities at the clinic. It seemed reasonable, given my employer had offered me something similar. Yet something in Alex's tone didn't sit right, but I brushed off the nagging doubt, attributing it to my exhaustion from a long day's work. As months passed, the two-phone situation became routine, but Alex's behavior grew increasingly secretive. Phone calls were taken in hushed tones in other rooms, and Alex often returned home later than the already late hours initially explained by the job. On one such night, curiosity overcame trust. While Alex was showering, a message flashed across the screen of the so-called work phone. "Can't stop thinking about last night. When can we do it again? Jamie." The words were like a sledgehammer to my chest. Jamie? Last night? My mind raced as I remembered the faint, unfamiliar cologne on Alex's clothes and the too many late work nights. Determined to understand the full scope, I visited the clinic under the pretense of retrieving a book left in Alex's car. I casually inquired about the phone policy with one of Alex's coworkers. The truth surfaced. Only high-level executives receive company phones. Alex was not in such a position. The realization stung. Alex had lied. I sought legal counsel, hoping for a strategy to protect my financial interests and parental rights in the face of this betrayal. The lawyer painted a grim picture. Our state's laws favored an equitable split, and given my higher income, I stood to lose significantly. I would likely pay alimony, lose half my retirement savings, and face a daunting child support obligation. Frustrated but not defeated, I confided in Anne, a colleague who had navigated similar personal tribulations. Anne's advice was simple yet profound. If you don't like the hand you're dealt, change the deck. This conversation sparked a resolve in me to alter my approach completely. I requested a transfer at work to a less demanding, more flexible administrative role. This allowed me to be more present at home, taking over the daily responsibilities Alex had shouldered. I dropped off the kids at school, helped with homework, and managed their extracurricular activities. Through this transition, I grew closer to my children, understanding their routines and needs better than ever before. Simultaneously, I encouraged Alex to pursue a master's degree in nursing. I framed it as a chance to further Alex's career to heights unimagined, knowing it would also mean more time for Alex to continue the affair, a thought that churned my stomach but was necessary for my long-term plan. As Alex became busier with studies and continued clandestine meetings with Jamie, I solidified my role as the primary caretaker. The bond with my children deepened, their reliance on me for emotional and practical support growing each day. 3 years later, Alex graduated with a master's degree and secured a high-paying administrative position at the clinic. The timing was right. I had shifted the financial dynamics in our favor, my favor. I filed for divorce, armed with evidence of my pivotal role in our children's lives and Alex's newfound financial independence. The proceedings were tense. Alex was blindsided, not only by the divorce, but by how much I knew and for how long. In the end, the court's decision reflected the reality I had carefully constructed. I was granted primary custody, retained the family home, and was ordered minimal alimony thanks to Alex's new salary. In the aftermath, Alex's life unraveled. Jamie, who turned out to be a co-worker also entangled in multiple affairs, had moved on. Alex was left grappling with the consequences of the choices made, while I rebuilt from the ruins of our marriage. I married Anne 2 years after the divorce. Her support had been unwavering, and our relationship, built on mutual respect and understanding, flourished. We navigated co-parenting with Alex amicably, ensuring our children maintained a balanced relationship with both parents. In the end, the journey through betrayal, strategic planning, and eventual rebirth was grueling but transformative. I emerged more resilient, grounded in the knowledge that while I couldn't control every aspect of life, I could adapt, strategize, and protect the future of my family. The experience, though fraught with pain and deception, taught me the power of patience, planning, and perseverance.